Victim mindset is the new trend and it's dangerous. Look, before I get started, go ahead and drop a like on this video and subscribe for more. I don't know what's going on with the generation right now, but people from ranging literally from like 15 years old to 35, we got this way of thinking now that, man, we are victims to everything. Nobody has no sense of accountability. Nobody has no productivity amongst themselves, because if they did, they wouldn't even be a victim, because they would know, man, it is the work I put in, and whatever I input is what I get on the outside. Like, that's what I get on the output. So I say all that to say, man, it's simple and we not even realizing. But this gonna be a good little video. It's gonna be about 10 minutes. So like I said, if you got some push-ups you need to do, go ahead and do it right now. We about to lock in, man. You see me looking over, I'm looking at my notes. So as I was saying, man, people who constantly blame others from their actions and their lack of progress, they really have no accountability. That's why I said they don't really have productivity amongst themselves, because how can you always blame somebody else and say somebody else is the victim and never ever account to yourself for your actions? Never ever say, man, I didn't put in that work. Man, that person was grinding for a year straight. I slept off for 9 months. Then I half-assed it for the last 3 months. Why we don't have no accountability like that amongst ourselves? And that's simple, man, because we want somebody to feel sorry for ourselves. That's why I said, man, this new generation, we in the trend, and it's wanting people to feel sorry for us. Everybody got a story to tell, man, and it's sad. Like, at the end of the day, I thought we were adults. I thought this was our life to change if we didn't like how it was going. But nowadays, it seems like we just really live into like a charity world. And nothing wrong with that, man, because I give back. I'm, supportive of all charity organizations, but I'm just saying, man, your life, I'm not really trying to sponsor like that all the time. So we all got the same 24 hours, and sometimes people are not using it wisely. And I'm here to tell y'all the hard truth, because, it's not going to be light, but I'm not here to be light. I'm here to tell you something that can hold you accountable, that can make you hit a switch in your brain to change your life around forever. If I can do that, man, I did my job, because it's too much nice stuff going on already. Everybody want to give you a pat on the back for satisfaction. Like, I've never seen it before. It was like when we were growing up, when I was growing up, we didn't get trophies for second place. Again, I say that to say, nothing wrong with effort. You gonna gain the valuable lesson with it. But all I'm saying is, it's like we get celebrated now and we get rewarded now for being complacent. And that is what drives the victim mindset, because it's like you have no sense of urgency with things already as is. So now when something don't go your way, you feel like somebody is bullying you. You feel like somebody is targeting you. That's why I said you feel like a victim. So look, it don't matter how much your victim story go viral, it will never ever change the fact that emotions don't go away and your life don't change. So you can go viral all you want, you can get the likes all you want, but until you actually do something about it, man, you still gonna be stuck in the same place. So you gotta remember, man, trauma, it can get you clout. It can. Trauma can get you clout. It really can. But accountability is gonna get you ignored, man. I'm just saying. Accountability is going to get you ignored, because think about it. When you're boring, nobody want to talk to you. I don't have people calling my phone every day because I'm not doing the stuff that seems popular. Like, I've never been on Facebook. I've never posted. Me personally, the house. I've been in the house like 6 years, and I've never ever posted in my life. I purchased a home. I done had like 3-4 of my dream cars. I've never ever posted it to Facebook. People don't even know what I drive, and that's just how I like my life. It's boring. It's a mystery. People don't know what I have going on. They don't know nothing, and that's how I like to keep it. That is how I like to keep it. So all I'm saying is, we can fix the problem, but we gotta look at the root of the problem and then attack it. And look, it's easier to blame than build. So what I mean by that is, blaming others, man, is keep you from owning your life. So it's all back to accountability. This whole video is gonna stem off accountability, because that is where the victim mindset comes from. lack of accountability. So we got to always piggyback and bring it back to accountability, because you can't be powerful and pitiful at the same time. You got to choose one. Which one do you want? Do you want pity, or do you want to be powerful? Which one do you want? I got to look at that. I got to sit up and tell you that. Which one do you want? This is your life at the end of the day. I'm living mine. How are you going to live yours? And look, when you are involved in that victim mindset, it can cause delays and delaying you in your actions. And it just keep you stagnant, man. It keep you like just feeling comfort, feeling comfortable, and feeling even more and more complacent. So that's why I said, man, you gotta do something different, because at the end of the day, accountability, it sounds like an attack to people who don't want to heal and who won't heal. So when I say that word accountability, it's like I'm triggering them. Most people, when I say the word accountability, if they don't have that already, it's like you're triggering them. Think about it. I need you to drop a comment right now. If you tell somebody that you know, friends, family, relationships, strangers, co-workers, if you tell somebody, man, you don't have really any accountability, it always seems like something else is somebody's fault. Like, how is everything somebody else's fault? It's never yours. It's always somebody else. If they don't have no accountability, I need you to drop a 100 in the comments. If you know accountability would trigger somebody that you know in your life, one person in your life. If you know that, drop 100 in the comment. That's all I'm saying, man. Accountability sounds like attack to people who won't heal. So we got to remember that, and don't take responsibility when people get offensive. Don't steer off your pivot. Stay on your pivot. If they get offensive, tell them to take it up with themselves, because the only thing you're doing is telling the truth. And there's nothing wrong with telling the truth. Nothing. So I don't want you to feel like you're doing anything wrong because you're telling somebody to stay accountable for something what they're doing. Because at the end of the day, real healing looks boring. I just said that. Real healing looks boring. I just said that. It's not what you post on social media. It's not. It's not what you do for the ground. It's going through everything in silence. I can just use this for example. I remember back in 2020 when everybody was, you know, some people was getting COVID, right? I found it really weird and strange that, this is my opinion, is gonna be unpopular. I found it very weird and strange back in 2020 when everybody was posting that they had COVID. To me, I didn't feel like the internet was a place for that. I'm just saying, what is the internet gonna do for you? Because people don't realize when they put stuff on social media, on the internet, you let the stuff into the world, into the atmosphere, into all spirits. And sometimes a lot of people on your social media is not there for you in a positive way. Let me give you an example of why I say that. My Facebook, right? I got over 4,000 friends. I don't know 4,000 people. I can't even tell you every single person on my Facebook. Out of those 4,000 people, I probably know like 100 to 200 of them. So it's safe to say that a lot of people are just there to watch and keep up with you. Now, if you are in a different atmosphere where, like one of my other profiles where I only have like 150 friends, hey, I get it. You want to share with your close friends and your close family. That's understandable. But for the ones that's doing it for attention, man, you don't realize what type of negative attention that you drawing to yourself. That's why I've never been a fan of posting everything, because my Facebook is not set up like that to where it's close friends and close family. I got 4,000 people on there, some people, and it's a lot of people, a part of the new generation. We all, most of us, have friends that are maxed out. We don't know these people. They just social media friends. We don't know them from a can of paint. We've never seen them in person. We've probably seen them at the store and be like, oh yeah, that's such and such from Facebook. But we've never ever had a conversation with these people, but they are Facebook friends, and we make statuses that they can welcome, that we can welcome into our life. So all I'm saying is, man, victimhood, it may get you attention, but it will never get you results. If you found this video successful and you found this video powerful and relatable to you, go ahead and drop a like right now. Make sure you come and make sure you subscribe. Love y'all.